What up, fam? Hoping everyone's having a good one. Today I'm going to teach you how to capture every single territory except the strongholds in Conquest in order to actually complete Conquest the easiest way and the most effective way, in my opinion, less time consuming. I did all of this in an hour, and you could do it faster since I blocked myself out of some paths by accident and wasn't really paying too much attention since I was basically pretty tired since I did this late night. But first things first, what you want to go ahead and do is always skip the steal fans phase. You can use it early if you'd like to and you want to go ahead and waste some time on stealing some fans. It'll help you out in the long run in terms of reinforced phase, but you don't necessarily need it, so that's why I always skip the steal fans phase and I always skip the move fans phase. Now, the most important thing about Conquest is every 3 new territories grants you 1 million fans. So in the beginning, what I focus on is just going out and capturing every single territory that is uncontested. And I just keep on reinforcing my fans and going out with the leading territory that I have and capturing every single uncontested piece of territory. Why it's important is because, once again, every 3 territories will give you 1 million fans. Every increased amount of fans will help you reinforce by more every single leading territory you have, which will lead you to capturing more territories because the chances of you actually capturing them will be increased in the simulation. And if they're uncontested, you can easily just slot in and keep moving forward. And as you guys can see, that worked out perfectly as I was able to actually use that last one without creating a blockade for myself. Now, one thing I want you guys to pay attention to is you see the Twins and the Kansas City Royals. They are near my stronghold. Now, one thing you never want to allow is a team to create a full circle. And when I say a team, I mean only one team. So if it was only the Twins there creating that full circle, I'd be a little nervous because once a team is able to create a full circle around your stronghold, then they are able to attack and capture your stronghold, and you never want to lose your stronghold. So I was making sure I paid attention to that, and I said to myself, or in general, a tip is you are never afraid of when a territory near your stronghold only has 1 million fans, because when they only have 1 million fans, unless they created a full circle around you, with 1 million fans, they can't attack any of your territories. Now, when you see a bunch of them, or you see a big 4 next to your stronghold, and let's say they have an extra 2 territories around the circle, then that is when you are supposed to worry a bit and focus on actually defending the stronghold. You guys will see me defend it in a little bit, but as you guys can see, I wasn't really worried. Now I'm a little bit worried because the Twins have 2-2, but as you guys know, you can't go ahead and reinforce fans in the middle of a stage. So I had to keep attacking, and I said to myself, all right, let's take out as many Rocky fans as we possibly can and basically control this entire region of the map, at least for right now. So you always want to go after the higher amount of fans unless it's very early on and you're just looking to capture territories. So I went after the 2 right there instead of the 1 to start it off, because sometimes the 1s are the hardest ones to beat and the 2s are pretty easier. So as you guys saw there, we were able to beat the 2 without a problem. When attacked the 1, we're able to beat them without a problem, and then we faced another 1 million territory and we lost everything. Now, I saw, once again, as you guys can see, that the Colorado Rockies were basically stacking up on us, and they had a bunch of 2 million territories. And once again, if a territory has 2 million, then they can go ahead and attack any of your territories. So in order to prevent that from happening, what I decided to do was go ahead and reinforce and basically try to take out as many of the 2 million territories as I possibly could from the Colorado Rockies. Now, unfortunately, as you guys can see, that didn't go to plan, but as you also can see right now, the Minnesota Twins now are basically controlling a good portion of my circle. I would say they're controlling 50% of it, so I had to go back down there and reinforce it. Sometimes you're going to get the luck of the draw and you're going to be able to beat that instantly, and then as you guys can see, sometimes you're not. As I went from having 10 million fans versus 2 to 6 million fans versus 2, or even lower than that. I'm not even sure. And at the end of the day, I beat them, but sometimes you just don't get lucky. And it's perfectly fine if you don't get lucky, because even if most of the fan distribution simulations don't go your way, you're still going to be good, as you guys will see throughout the video. Now, for the goals that are set in this Conquest, the Steal Fans phase is always going to be inside the Conquest game as long as there are strongholds. So if you're worried about completing every single goal in the challenge, then don't worry. You'll be able to complete every single goal still by going ahead, and after you've captured every single territory but the stronghold, every single time you capture a new stronghold, you go ahead, skip to Steal Fans phase, and you go and steal, let's say, 2 million territories, and in 25 extra turns you'll be able to knock out basically all the Steal Fans, I believe, missions or goals inside the challenge. But as you guys can see, I felt a little bit more secure now that I was able to defend my territory. We still don't have as many territories as we want, but 34 million fans isn't too bad. So now I was trying to decide where exactly I wanted to attack from. I wasn't too worried about the Twins. Yes, I see that they do have 3 million fans surrounding my territory, but in terms of the circle, they only own 1 out of 6, and as you guys saw right there, they took another piece of mine, but since that has 2, it becomes a little bit harder for them to attack, and then they got 50% of the circle instantly again. But once again, you can't reinforce while in attack phase, or you can't basically do anything when you're in a certain phase. You can't do anything but that certain phase. So the only thing we were able to do was attack, and attack is what I was going to continue doing. So we have 39 million fans, which is not too bad. We lost to the Colorado Rockies. It was 2-2. We lost 0-2. Then I see once again that we lost 50% of our circle again. So I said to myself, this is the time where we go ahead and just take out the Twins for good, create ourselves a full circle. Went into attack mode, 12 versus 2. Luckily for us, we got the luck of the draw. And sometimes you're going to get a run where you're going to be extremely lucky and just beat everything without a problem. And sometimes you're not. You're going to end up losing a bunch, 10 versus 3, as you guys saw. I was expecting to lose a lot more than just 3 million fans, but it worked out for us. Now, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure you guys hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to go ahead and comment down how long it took you to do this, and don't forget to like the video as well. I'm gonna fast forward it, so I basically told you guys everything you want to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward the video or speed it up as it's going. I'll probably commentate over it a little bit, but it's gonna be 8 times speed because I don't want to keep you guys here forever, but you'll see how this all comes into fruition in the end. Enjoy. Alright, so I'm back for everybody that missed my voice already, but this is 32 times the speed, and one thing you're going to notice is it's probably moving a little too quick for any of your eyes to actually understand what's going on, and that's completely fine because I already explained everything I needed to explain to you guys. So basically what you guys see me doing, I like starting on the left corner and then working my way down. I had captured the entire San Francisco Giants area, and another thing I want to say is this gets pretty easy once you go ahead and capture a bunch of territories and have a bunch of fans, because the reinforcements keep increasing. So it's going to increase to 30, it's going to increase to 50, it's going to increase to 70, and then the max 99, and then you'll be pretty much good to go, since once you got over 30, you're going to be able to capture a bunch of territories all in the same run. Unfortunately, right there, if you guys can tell with the Houston Astros, I accidentally went ahead and created a blockade for myself, so I couldn't actually reinforce the territory in the bottom left and make a way out and go towards Miami. So that was unfortunate. But as you guys can see, we basically got the entire map except for certain strongholds, or not certain strongholds, but certain areas that the strongholds have decided to fight back, and you don't want to worry about them fighting back until the end, because you're going to be able to basically reinforce it and help yourself out, especially when you notice you don't need, let's say, 99 towards one territory, you'll be able to split it 20-20 evenly and go ahead and take all those territories back. At the end of the day, that's what I went ahead and did. And I took probably an extra 15-20 minutes because I wanted to make sure for the video that I showed you guys that I was able to capture every single territory except the strongholds without a problem. And this is basically the end result. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll catch you all in the next one.